What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and I just want to put this out there. This firearm in this video has nothing to do with what we're talking about. This is simply just so you have something to look at, something to check out. It's one of my newer pickups, and I think it's an awesome handgun, so that is why it's in here. But it has zero to do with anything we're going to talk about. And before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. I thought this was a necessary video to make. I'll show that it's clear in the safety check. Anyways, I just want to point this out. This is the G-Force Arms RPX9 Exodus. And this is a Glock 19 clone that's fully compatible, and man does it feel good in the hand, and man do I love that magwell. Now, I don't carry compacts often, but I am ordering another one of these because I love budget compacts as a backup, you know, a backpack gun, a truck gun, that whole sort of thing, and man does this feel good in the hand. I will be changing out those rear sights though, but so far, so good. Now let's get into it. So I made a video a while back. Now this is a long time ago. I used pocket holsters from a company called Borai, B-O-R-A-I-I. And before we get started, I just want to say, do not spend a penny on those holsters. Do not support them in any way, shape, or form. And I just want to say, you have to do a lot to me if you make a good product to not support you. But this product it was a pocket holster, right? And over time, after carrying it with my handguns for, 3 months, 4 months, it would become loose. It would lose retention. And it wasn't a full trigger guard, or it wasn't a full Kydex pocket holster. It was just a trigger guard Kydex holster. And I didn't like that. But I did use them until they became loose. A lot of people were commenting on my videos that I made in the past because of what happened, saying, oh, you shouldn't support this because this happened. And I just direct them. I made another video saying I don't carry with those holsters anymore because this happened. And when I made that video about, them becoming loose and not being able to work, or, being dangerous in your pocket because that could potentially enter your trigger guard if it falls off and pull that trigger, people didn't like the fact that I switched up to Vetter pocket locker holsters, even though it was the best decision I've ever made in my life for multiple reasons. One, the quality is just better, a million times better. Plus, it's a full firearm cover, not just a trigger guard that can fall off. But on top of that, Vetter's a good quality company. And this guy, the creator of Borai pocket holsters, is absolute trash. And we're going to talk about that. But I did switch over, a couple months after making that video. So if you do see that video floating around, I don't support that company. And you can see the video talking about how I switched holsters. Just is what it is. But anyways, what happened is this man is a bad representation for 2A. He's a bad representation of a father, as a human, as a husband, just in general. There's nothing good about this person. And so it sort of pains me the fact that I actually bought some of his holsters in the past and made videos on them. Honestly, I can't stand it. But this man decided to unalive himself after unaliving his whole family. Now, I think this happened in Crystal Lake, is the name of the city. And I believe a woman called 911 because she said, someone is unaliving my whole family. And that woman, I believe, did take a couple, blank wounds to the body, but got out. And she was able to make that phone call. But for the rest of the family, it didn't work like that. And it's a tragedy. It's sad. It's sick. But that's everything in life, right? You're going to have 98, 99% of the people awesome, great, upstanding humans, awesome fathers, awesome husbands. Then you're going to have that small outlier that are just pieces of crap and ruin it for everybody. And that is someone who was in the firearm industry somewhat making products and basically gives us a terrible name. I just want to make it known that we are not associated with that man at all. He's a coward. He's lame. I mean, there's nothing about that human. He sort of got what was, I don't even want to say it on here, but you know where I'm going with this. The whole point of concealed carry is to protect ourselves, protect our families, make it home at the end of the night. They are not made to be on the offense, on the offensive. It's not meant to be, used in a negative way. We do this because, one, it's a hobby and we enjoy shooting and going in the woods with our buddies and stuff like that. But two, we take it serious. We're safe with our firearms. We lock them up when children are around, or keep it honest to where they can't get to it. We're smart with our handguns. We know our laws. That is the true definition of a Second Amendment supporter and someone who owns handguns, not someone who uses them for the wrong things. Now, that's also what bothers me about a lot of YouTube videos you see on here. People just have no regard for human life, flagging other people, being stupid with their firearms, using illegal things on their firearms that doesn't allow them to control the firearm anymore and letting 100 rounds go off in the air. I mean, it's just people like that just drive me insane. People like that need to have their... I'm not for taking firearms, but the people who act like that and do stupid stuff and could potentially hurt others, I'm all for them taking their firearms because, one, it makes us look bad, and when we look bad, they come after our firearms. They group us in with people like this. So the maker of Borai holsters, an absolute loser, and I try not to talk down on people and stuff, but this man, you know, I want to say a lot worse things, but we have a somewhat family-friendly channel over here, and I don't talk like that on here. But outside here, if you and I ever met, you would hear how I truly feel about this man. He's a coward, he's weak, and that's why I like companies like G-Force Arms. Now, they're not the biggest, you know, they're not the best yet. They're still working on their stuff, but at least there's solid people behind the firearms and solid people behind the products. And, you know, like some people that will actually, you know, if you needed help, sometimes they'll do stuff for you, right? A person like that is who you need in the second, you know, the 2A community, basically. You want good quality people. You want people that represent our rights in a positive way, not someone like the Borai pocket holster owner. So, you know, regardless of this handgun, you know, you may have a couple extra handguns, a couple budget handguns, whatever. I don't mind supporting small companies like this on the rise. I like companies that, you know, are trying to do stuff different and be innovative and, you know, allow us to get firearms for a cheaper price and drive competition to lower the prices and stuff like that. That is what it is all about, in my opinion. That man is an absolute coward. So I just want to remind you guys, if you do see that video pop up, you can also research Spin Firearms Borai holster. If you search that, you'll see a bunch of videos on it. But you'll also find one video where before all this stuff happened, I talked about I will never carry that holster because it was unsafe. So not only did this man knowingly bring us a product that is basically flawed from the get-go. Yes, it works for a couple months. I loved it for a couple months until it didn't work, and that's with everything. But the worst thing about a pocket holster, trigger guard holster in your pocket is if it comes off, it's moving around in your pocket as you move around. And if that trigger gets pulled, you know, it's going to be on you, even though it was a faulty product. So do not buy Borai pocket holsters. Vetter pocket holsters are the best anyways in the industry by far. That is what I'm sticking with. That's what I've been carrying for like a year and a half now, and I absolutely love them. People got on me about it, but sometimes, you know, you have to do what's right for you, and hopefully those people got rid of their Borai pocket holsters as well. Sometimes you got to take a loss in life just to learn, and that's exactly what I chalk up all my Borai pocket holsters to. I have about 6 or 7 of them, so I chalk that up to being a straight loss, and they all went to the trash, basically. And if I find another one laying around in some of my bins, it's also going in the trash. But this handgun you see in front of me, absolutely awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys.